What's up, people? I'm Shaggy, the Opinionated Hippie, and having previously ranked George Harrison's studio albums, this is now my list of my favorite George Harrison songs. Solo songs, not stuff he did with the Beatles. Those don't count. Just his solo stuff. So I'm just going to talk through them, and then at the end I'll put the list on the screen if you're a visual learner. So anyways, yeah, let's go. Number 10, Pure Smokey off 33 1/3. Just kind of reminds me of sort of late era Asia, maybe Gaucho, not as Gaucho-y, a little more Asia-y. Steely Dan, it's just got like a smooth soul R&B, slightly jazzy, just has that just chill vibe. It's about Smokey Robinson, so the smoothness of the sound matches the smoothness of Smokey's voice. Just a really good, just, I don't know, really like that song. Harrison dabbled in that a couple other times, like Far East Man kind of has a smooth sound to it. I really liked when he did that. I wish he had done that a little bit more. I think he could have made a name for himself as a smooth R&B'er, but I really like Pure Smokey. Number 9, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. I like Harrison's spirituality. It doesn't bother me. I don't think he's very preachy. He's just very owns it, which I like. And as much as I like the main sort of intro to this, there's sort of a secondary theme that comes in, which is like this piano part, this like dun dun dun. This I can't do it. I can't sing it, but like it comes in like once the vocals start. But it's this neat little other melody that comes in, and it's that second melody that gets me every time. As much as I love the intro and I love the give me love, give me peace on earth, love that whole thing. Great song for kids to sing. As a kindergarten teacher, I recommend it. But that dun, 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 piano part that comes in, that hook, that melody is just, that is a perfect little riff right there. Number 8, off Cloud 9, Wreck of the Hesperus. This is sort of like yeah, I'm getting old, but like I'm not the wreck of the Hesperus. I'm like the Great Wall of China. I'm like Methuselah. I'm like old, but I'm like still here and I'm still rocking it. And I'm like, I'm not anything bad. I'm just like, yeah, sort of a swag piece, an upbeat. It's got lots of good energy in it. Everything about this song is just fun and upbeat and uplifting, and his delivery is good, and it's just like full of confidence. I like that in George. So yeah, my number 8, Wreck of the Hesperus. Number 7 is his lead-off track to his last album, Brainwashed, Any Road. Just a really perfect little confident, catchy, very late period, very much sounds like Cloud 9 type stuff. Very much also has sort of a Jeff Lynne polish to it, like just that tight pop, but some really nice Harrison slide guitar, really good lyrics, really good energy, kicks off this album really well. Highlight of the album for me is it's the only song on that album on this top 10 list, but a really good song on a surprisingly strong album for an album that he died while recording it, or he had recorded it, and then I don't know if he was going to release it or what happened, but then sort of his son and I think Jeff Lynne were the ones that kind of finished it up and released it. But yeah, Any Road, really good song. Number 6, another one off Cloud 9, When We Was Fab. Again, obviously about the Beatles. Very good White Album, sort of Glass Onion Beatles energy, where you get some lyrics and then you get some weird like, wow, like sort of counter string action going against it, creating a very strong psych pop mood, even as a little like sitar weirdness at the end of it to just like confirm that this is like, we're entrenched in the Beatles vibe here. Yeah, When We Was Fab. A really solid, good tribute to the Beatles. Upbeat, fun, catchy. Sounds like it could have been on the White Album. Great song. Number 5 off Extra Texture, Read All About It. You. Just you. Upbeat. Saxophone, which I normally don't like, but here for some reason it works. Just upbeat. It's pop. It's fun. It's simple. It's love. It's you. It's just so much positive energy. It is such a good little upbeat vamp, that groove melody, all of it, that on the opening of side 2 of this album, there's another piece called A Little Bit More of You or A Bit More of You or something, where it's like a 45-second just tease of this same melody. Because like, we're just going to give you more because it's so upbeat. It's so catchy. It's so good. Just makes me feel happy. Just one of those songs you put on and like, your day's going to be good. You. That's number 5. The rest of these songs all come from All Things Must Pass. Number 4 is Wah Wah. Love that opening riff. Love the total psych jam in the middle. Love the fact that there seems to be like all kinds of crazy instruments in here. Seems like everything's thrown in the mix and they're just grooving this wah wah. I think it's about the breakup of the Beatles, and the wah wah is not referring to a pedal, but it's referring to crying tears. Wah, wah, you made me great, but now I'm wah, wah. Great rocker, great song. Absolutely love it. Love the energy, love the psych groove of it. Just all around, just love the way the band is just locking into it and riding it. Just a really great upbeat rock number, a psych rock number off All Things Must Pass. Number 3, also off All Things Must Pass, Let It Down. Says a really big sort of intro, and then we come back down, not drastically, but come back down and chill out a little bit for like the verses. Then we go back big for the choruses, and then there's this crazy groove in the middle. This is another one of those psych songs where it's just everything's being thrown in the mix and it all works, and it's crazy and it's hectic and it's psychedelic, and it's just a fun, heavy, slightly proggy, very psyche rocker. Absolutely love it. Now we're done with the rockers because these last 2 songs are ballads. This is George's gentler side. And my number 2, this is probably number 1 for a while, but I had an experience about 11 years ago that switched the order of these. But number 2 is All Things Must Pass. Gorgeous ballad. I said on the album video that there is a timeline where George made 1 solo album, not counting the 2 that came before this, which are like ambient type music, electronic type music things. But he made 1 proper solo album. It was this. And the very last song was All Things Must Pass. And then he dropped the mic, maybe dropped the guitar also. And then faded up, rode off into the distance and just like funded Monty Python movies from that point on, or maybe produced or did other stuff. I don't know. But there's a timeline, a multiverse, where this is the last song on that album. And it's like the ultimate declaration of, yeah, the Beatles are done, people. I'm done. All Things Must Pass. Boom. Mic drop. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous song. It was my number 1 for a while. But back in 2012, school, I'm a school teacher. School here in Texas always starts like the early, like I go back to work, not that school starts, but I go back to work usually the 2nd Monday of August. And drove out to Red Rocks, missed my first day back to work to see My Morning Jacket at Red Rocks for 2 shows back in 2012. And they dropped an Isn't It a Pity during one of those shows. That was one of the most fantastic, great things I've ever seen. And ever since that, Isn't It a Pity has been my favorite George Harrison song. It was probably number 2 with All Things Must Pass number 1 up until 2012. Then I saw that, and from that point on, I sort of became obsessed with Isn't It a Pity, and that has become my new favorite George Harrison song. Isn't It a Pity? Another just beautiful, beautiful ballad, just a heartbreak about people being mean to each other when things go wrong, and just kind of forgetting the love we once had, and just really good lyrical song, really good ballad, really good melody. On a whole other tangent, My Morning Jacket just covered the Ballad of John and Yoko in shows recently. My Morning Jacket, great band. I'm going to discuss them recently. But anyways, yeah, those are them right there. These, George Harrison, my top 10 favorite songs. Yeah, and it's kind of all over the map. We got some gorgeous ballads. We got some psych rockers. We got some fun type pop songs. We got some acoustic spiritual songs. We got like a smooth jazz number, R&B type thing. Yeah. He did a lot, man. Wide range of sounds, even though it all sounds like George Harrison. He managed to dip his toes into a lot of different musical waters. And so I like it. Anyways, that's all I got. Those were my top 10 George Harrison songs. If you want to, please leave in the comments your top 10. I do go back and listen to like things that aren't on my list. like, I'm like, oh, wow, I never would have put that on my top 10 list. I do go back and revisit those to try to like see if I can discover why people like them, because that just expands my liking of things, and I like to like things. So anyways, yeah, that's all I got. That's a quote from, I don't know if you can Google it. I like to like things is from a TV show. I like to like things, and it's from a TV show. If you know what TV show it is, no, it's not in. I didn't come up when I Googled it. There's a song called I Like to Like Things. Anyways, yeah, it's from a TV show that I like. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and go listen to music. Go listen to George Harrison. Go listen to Isn't It a Pity? And All Things Must Pass. Those might be tied for #1 if you haven't seen My Morning Jacket and put Isn't It a Pity higher. They're both fantastic songs. Or go listen to All Things Must Pass. That's just a fantastic album. You could just put probably put 10 songs from that album on your top 10 list, and that'd make perfect sense. Okay, I'm done. Peace. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Stay cool. Stay cool.